Do you know why today's a special day?
Kodak released a new film.
And Kodak sent me this film. Oh, so in a very roundabout way, Kodak did send me this film, just through the Find Lab. So we're going to be shooting this in, I don't know, the Mamiya 7? It's a good thing you made that face, because I have a panoramic adapter.
Did you catch that? I forgot to push down the part of the pressure mechanism that holds the 35mm film against the frame counting mechanism to measure the frames correctly. Luckily, I caught on to this early, but I wasn't quick enough to save the photos that I took at gate B1 of the Regal Salt Lake City International Airport. And I ended up with some double exposures that you'll see later in the video. I know you're all just as devastated as I am. I don't think I'll ever recover.
Wheelchairs and scooters, car seats. Please come here at the podium and bring your valid ID for your tax. Thank you.
But that's okay. There will be plenty of photos to take in Vegas. And it'll be great because we'll be in bed at 9 p.m. and up at 5 a.m. 3 days in a row. Because we're not partiers. Half of us aren't night owls, and the resort has a pretty cool lazy river. Welcome to Vegas, Kyler. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Pretend that someone is okay to walk through your shot only to take their photo as they're passing through because that was the plan all along? Bingo.
There's the Nike outlet right there. Look, we can go shopping.
The resort we were staying at is called the Tahiti Village. The reason we decided to stay here is because we're penny pinching pansies. You see, Tahiti Village has a timeshare program, and if you agree to attend a 2-hour presentation, you get a free 3-night stay at the resort. And with the prices that resorts in Vegas are charging, can anyone really afford to stay in Vegas without hitting the tables?
All right, here we go.
You want some salad?
Take that, 7-year-olds. One try. That's all.
Knowing that I would need the energy of 3 cows, 2 pigs, an onion, a head of romaine lettuce, some wheat, and a potato, I ordered Denny's Triple Heart Attack Deluxe. Now, because of that, I don't have to go to the Heart Attack Grill and get spanked for not posting daily to Instagram.
That was good, but I have the meat sweats.
I felt like a little tingle sensation of some hydration. Turns out we're in some Vegas rain, so that's rare, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I guess.
I would say Vegas rain is pretty rare.
But guess what? It just stopped.
No, it's still going.
Is it?
The only rain that you don't need an umbrella for.
Oh wow!
Oh my.
Look at that guy.
Oh. No.
Oh wait, this is kind of nice.
Oh no. We got Pomponillo. Injury law in the way. I want to give some of my thoughts on this new Kodak film because it truly is a new frontier for modern film. And it's a great thing that there's new film being made by Kodak and that it's, I guess, free from the bounds of their debt collectors. I can't say I'm as excited for the results from this film because I enjoy a little bit more contrast and color, a little bit more vibrance or saturation in my photos. That's not to say that you can't add it, but a lot of the images that have been shared from this film have been very muted and very flat, not very contrasty. What's the opposite of contrast?
Sometimes I think I'm good enough at guesstimating with photography that I think I don't need specialized equipment. But with this shot in particular, it would have been very nice to have the external viewfinder for the 43mm Mamiya lens so I could see just what I'm shooting. The only problem is how much those viewfinders cost. It costs how much? And it doesn't even take photos? Walking the strip, I couldn't really find anything that I really wanted to photograph. It's all too polished and commercial. Nothing really has intrigue about it. So while the strip is full of people, it's kind of empty emotionally. And because of that, I took a whopping 1 photo on the strip, and the rest was in the Venetian. I really like this photo of the bride standing in the gardens on the phone. The only thing I wish I could have done different in this photo was lower my perspective a little bit and take it straight on so that the soffit above the walkway would be parallel with the framing, and maybe get a little bit more of the garden in the shot. It's pretty good as is, but I did have to rush a little bit while taking this photo, and I think that shows. Before the rain comes, let's take a second to talk about these photos. I think they look really good. Colors look pretty neutral and not overdone. In fact, they're so neutral that the greens look a little undone, which is fine, just crank it up in post. In a twisted turn of events that even Mother Nature didn't see coming, we got a taste of that sweet Mojave rain.
No camera. It's raining.
And because of that rain, we got an Uber to Fremont Street Experience to shoot the neon signs. It's a shame that they put all the annoying, loud, and in-your-face attractions right next to the best neon signs in Las Vegas. It's like a dream where you get to order your favorite food, but it has to be made at a McDonald's. So that's all for the roll of Kodacolor 200. I would say that I got 5 keepers. I don't know if it's portfolio worthy, but the Bright in the Gardens is by far my favorite. To be honest, I planned on shooting panoramic for the majority of this trip, but after that first roll, I was pretty fed up with the aspect ratio, trying to fit Las Vegas and its very vertical advertising into a landscape photograph. So instead, I loaded up the GOAT for nighttime shooting, Portra 160. Just kidding, Cinestill 800T. I mean, what else? To end the evening, we went to the Mob Museum, where the mobsters protected the politicians and the politicians protected the mafia, and there was this symbiotic relationship. But at some point, the mafia figured out that they didn't need the politicians. The mafia could be the politicians. And at some point, the politicians figured out that they didn't need the mafia. They could be the mafia. So now it's all just Polymafia. But I won't get political on this channel. As far as I'm concerned, the two-party system is Kodak and Fujifilm. Leave a comment which company is which. Ooh, that would start a war in the comments.
It probably doesn't show up on the camera, but it's the Mob Museum. Time to take notes so that we can get rich. Ain't nobody getting rich by following the lot these days.
Tyler.
Good morning. I've been staring at Pomponio and Go Lightly for the last half hour, watching planes land at the horizon and or on the skyline. And today I wanted to give a little bit of an introduction for the next camera I'll be shooting. It's not the trustiest. It's also not the rustiest. It is the Ricoh R1, the squealiest camera that I own that still takes photos. I'm going to be loading up the roll of Kodacolor 100. Panoramics aren't really the most fun in Vegas until you're shooting this.
A lot of people wake up in Vegas with regret. But for me, the regret didn't come until after loading up the roll of Kodacolor 100 in the Ricoh R1. I really need to look into getting a better point and shoot with probably some exposure compensation to replace the Ricoh R1, because when I shoot low ISO film, it tends to underexpose. So maybe make your case in the comments as to why I should be allowed to buy a Fujifilm Class W. One of the highlight attractions for Lauren at this resort was the lazy river. However, I think that name's a little disingenuous, considering that every 20 feet there's a water feature that makes you actively swim to get away from it. I kind of think of this lazy river as like a metaphor for life, where it's okay to be lazy if you're okay being pissed on. Constant attack of water. Oh my goodness. After getting our fill of lazy rivers and pina coladas, we went back into the world where we discovered that public transport is incredibly slow and incredibly boring. The only way that we could endure the 45-minute ride was by playing the alphabet game. You know, the game where you look for words that begin with each letter of the alphabet until you make your way all the way through the alphabet. After almost dying of dysentery on the Oregon Trail bus ride, we finally made it out to old Las Vegas.
We will. Yes. Hunt some demons tonight. I'll be friends with them. Take care, y'all. Thank you so much, all the hosts.
How do you choose between shooting a known good roll of Fujifilm and a known bad roll of Fujifilm? Let's cut to Kyler live in Las Vegas to see what he has to say.
I shot myself in the foot because I only brought one roll of fresh film in 120, and it's Cinestill 800T. So if there's anything I wanted to shoot tomorrow morning, namely a big plane flying over the Las Vegas skyline, I would be shot in the foot. So the only other film that I have is some 800 speed Fujifilm 800, expired pretty bad, that I got from Austin Weiberg, and some Fujifilm Reala, which I also got from Austin Weiberg, but that one's much better. However, it's still a 100 ISO film that I'd have to probably shoot at 50. So I don't think I'm going to have enough stops of exposure value in order to capture that plane in the sky tomorrow morning. Whatever will I do? But at least we're going to go to a speakeasy.
I guess he had speakeasies and beer braised sliders on his mind.
Some Cinestill 800 tungsten, but really it's 500 ISO, and it's not Cinestill. Gross. I don't think that was a good look. Insert the cat vomiting gif. And now we load Fujifilm NPH 800. Want to know a fun fact about this film?
Sure.
It's old enough to drink. Load in subdued light. I am a follower of the rules. Shooting an 800 speed film at 200. Nice.
Nice.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Hey, do you want to get married?
Yeah.
I hear they gamble on Vegas weddings like horse races, except instead of a race to the finish, it's a race of endurance. And my money's on this Elvis impersonator. I won't tell you where the speakeasy is, but I guess I'll show you. You just gotta find this barrel in the back. Plus, you have to know the passcode.
What's the password, pal?
Open City.
What?
Open City.
It's 20.330. All right, let's get you two in here. That's a nice camera. Whoa.
We can't record what goes on in there because it's a secret.
You licked that.
That tasted better than the drink I had. On Sunday morning, I could hear the song My Way by Frank Sinatra ringing in my ears. Or maybe it was just stuck in there after walking past all the karaoke bars the night before. Can you get sounds burned into your ears like lights in your eyes or cigarette smoke in your clothes? I loaded up the roll of Fujifilm Reala in the Mamiya 7 and patiently waited for a plane worth shooting to fly over the skyline. And while I waited there, he just sat there, staring at me, menacingly. Who's he, you might ask? Pomponio. Pompous. Today was poised to be kind of a boring one because later in the day we had a 2-hour timeshare presentation to attend if we didn't want to be charged for our stay at the resort. But before sitting through that mess, we wanted to walk and see the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. And the walk was so long that we played the alphabet game again. I bet you want to hear my review of the timeshare presentation because you're probably interested in a 3-night stay in Vegas. Overall, it wasn't too bad. We just had to listen to some personal experiences from the salesperson for a while and then get asked if we wanted to buy a timeshare. It wasn't too bad. Something about winning a new Nobel Peace Prize if you bought into the timeshare and something about goats, but I don't know. It was very low sales pressure. I barely paid attention. Sunday afternoon, Lauren decided to take a nap, and I went to plain spot on the 10th floor at the Skyview Lounge, and took a lap around the block to try and finish my roll of Reala. For the last shot of my trip, there was only going to be one plane that could possibly be noticeable because of its size, and I wanted to get 2 different shots of the same plane. So here's how that went, in real time.
Now it's time to just get a shot of the city after dark.
So that's about it. You got a little more than just a Kodacolor review video. You got a little bit of extra photos to gawk at and hopefully make you excited to get out and take more photos. In order of importance, I'd like to request that you subscribe, like the video, share the video with your grandma who took high school portrait photos, and leave a comment about which Leica lens you would buy to attach to your Leica body that you would buy if you sold your dignity. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.